Mr. So Baey Yam, Principal and CEO of Singapore Polytechnic. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to you all. Very happy to join you this morning at today's event to discuss how we can chart towards net zero in the public sector. First, I'd like to convey apologies of Minister Grace Fu. Very much wanted to be here, but unfortunately she is not feeling well. But now let me read her speech, starting with an update from Minister, who just came back from COP28. As you know, COP28 just ended 2 days ago, where there had been a lot of tension on energy transition. For the first time, all countries have agreed to a tax that called for a transition away from fossil fuels in a just, orderly, and equitable manner. Countries also backed the call for global renewable energy to be tripled and the rate of energy efficiency improvements to be doubled by 2030. The consensus on transitioning away from fossil fuels is significant, as this is the first time that we are addressing fossil fuels in a decision. It is clear that the world will substitute fossil fuels with renewable energy. The global stocktake at COP28 has made it clear that 1.5 degrees Celsius is the collective global goal, and the world needs to do more to achieve this goal. At the same time, it has established several transition pathways in energy, mobility, and nature, and called on nations to include all sectors and all gases, including methane, in the next NDCs with higher ambition. This is significant in various ways. Businesses and financials will get the market signal on the scale and speed needed to expand the capacity of renewable energy, including all supporting infrastructure like grid and services. Serious efforts in improving energy efficiency are needed, such as in the built environmental and industrial sectors, so as to contribute to the global goal of doubling EE improvement. Technologies such as carbon capture and storage, low carbon hydrogen are to be accelerated. In addition, there needs to be fundamental shifts in everything we do, from how we travel, how we live and consume goods and services, and this applies to the public sector too. In 2021, the Singapore public sector launched GreenGov.SG as its own sustainability movement. It aims to lead our nation's sustainability journey by raising the bar in the public sector's sustainability targets, embedding sustainability in our core operations, and building a culture of sustainability among our officers. The public sector has committed to achieve net zero emissions around 2045, 5 years ahead of our national target. In addition, we will reduce our energy and water use by 10% and waste disposed of by 30% respectively in 2030. My ministry, MSE, announced in March this year that the government will publish an annual GreenGov.SG report starting in financial year 2023. From FY 2024, our statutory boards will also publish their own environmental sustainability disclosures. We are publishing these reports for several reasons. First, to increase transparency and accountability. It is important for the public sector to show that it is serious about meeting its commitments and give visibilities on its progress. Second, to ensure good stewardship of resources. By tracking how much it has consumed, the public sector will be motivated to identify gaps and opportunities to reduce its footprint further. Third, to promote an exchange of knowledge and ideas. Before we developed the report, we invited members of the public to share their thoughts and expectations. The main message was that the report should speak succinctly to help our citizens understand the climate-related changes and actions that the public sector was taking to address these changes. I'm therefore pleased to present the inaugural GreenGov.SG Report, which summarizes the public sector's targets and progress in environmental sustainability and lays out our broad strategies to achieve our goals. In terms of performance, the public sector's total emission decreased by 5.3% in FY2022 compared to FY2020. This was mainly due to the closure of the Tuas incineration plant in 2022. We expect our emissions to peak around 2025 as more activities resume post-pandemic and more new major public infrastructure are opened in the coming years for transport, healthcare, and utilities. These are necessary to meet the needs of our population. Nevertheless, we will put in place comprehensive measures to reduce our emissions. We will green our buildings to meet best-in-class standards, convert our car and public bus fleets to clean energy vehicles, reduce waste generation, and increase solar deployment. In the longer term, we will pursue more low-carbon electricity imports and other technologies such as hydrogen. These will bring us closer to our goal of net zero emissions. In terms of energy and water use, the public sector's consumption saw a slight increase in FY2022 compared to the baseline. This was mainly due to the gradual reopening of the economy and an increase in activities after 2 years of safe management measures, which saw operations of many facilities scaled down. Going forward, we expect to see a downward trend as we implement more resource-saving measures. The report currently does not include performance data for waste. We have nonetheless elaborated on our waste management strategies and highlighted examples of how they are being implemented on the ground. The public sector will include our waste data in future GreenGov.SG reports. On this note, I'm pleased to be launching the GreenGov.SG report at Singapore Polytechnic. I thank SP for its leadership in developing a decarbonization playbook for institutes of higher learning, which Principal So Waiwa will share more about later. This playbook documents SP's own approach to achieve net zero. SP is also helping to build up industry capability by collaborating with KPMG to provide decarbonization training programs for enterprises and conducting courses to promote sustainable behavioral change. Such ground-up initiatives help to accelerate the policy measures we are putting in place to decarbonize the public sector. Such training also prepares our youth to play important roles in advancing sustainability in our society and economy in the future. So each time I witness the passion of our youth for the environment, I am reminded that embracing sustainability is more than just a choice. It represents our commitment as stewards of this planet to cultivate a better world for our present and future generations. I hope that our efforts under GreenGov.SG will resonate with more corporates, community groups, and individuals to join us in taking collective ownership of our national efforts to build a more sustainable future. With that, I wish everyone a pleasant day ahead. Thank you very much.